guys, what's up? It's Daniel. We're trailing mountains today, doing a little bit of backpacking. I'm up here on the central coast of California on Figueroa Mountain. Got a brand new backpack to me. This pack has been around for a while, but I've had my eye on it for some time. They actually just reinvented it, or revised it, so to speak. They added a couple more sizes, but this is the Flex Capacitor from Sierra Designs. And this thing still looks brand new. I've only used it one night so far, hence the reason why it still looks brand new, but I really like this pack so far. And I'm going to get into the features and benefits with it right now. All right, so let's start at the back. The back has really great padding on the shoulders and on the lumbar and the hip belt. Really thick padding. And it has this great little curvature to the back to allow airflow. And you have these little chambers right here to increase airflow, help your back stay cooler. You know, I don't know, I've used other packs before and they just don't have anything like this and your back is just soaked. Not a big deal, but when you have something like this, that's pretty cool. So one of the coolest things about Sierra Designs is their tagline. Their tagline says, "We make badass outdoor products so you could have a better experience." And it's very true. Like, their products are pretty awesome and they're unlike anybody else's. They're very unique. So I really enjoy Sierra Designs. So the weight of this pack, this is the medium large size. The weight on this pack is 2 pounds 10 ounces empty. Is it the lightest pack on the market? No. Is it really light? Yes, absolutely. And it's very well built for how light it is. So keep that in mind also. Now, moving on to the side, or let's stick with the hip belt. Let's start with that. You have twin pockets on the hip belt, ample pockets too. These are pretty decent size. These can easily fit my iPhone. This is an XS Max. Just drop it in there, no problem. Plenty of room. It has room to bounce around in there if I really wanted to. But plenty of room for my iPhone or granola bars or to put my keys or whatever. Something I want to get to in a hurry, like a water filter, I can fit it in here. And you have 2 of them. Nice little pull cords, little nylon pull cords on the hip belt pockets. You do have this really nice red grab handle, so when you're putting the pack on, you lift it up. It is also hydration compatible. There's your port right here, and then you can run that down here or here, depending on what side you drink from. I normally don't use bladders, but it is bladder compatible, obviously. I usually use the the water bottles on the shoulder straps. That's how I usually do it. Moving on to the front of the pack, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 compression straps that can compress the body of the pack. On the lid, which is not removable by the way, the lid has a decent pocket, pretty good size here for, you know, putting stuff that you don't really need to get to in a big hurry, like maybe just put a rain parka up here, or maybe your wallet. On the second pocket, which is the main pocket, so this opens up pretty wide, and then this is how you get into the pack. So that's where you load everything in. So this flips open like that, and then you have this giant pocket to load all your gear in. On the inside here, is your bladder. You have a bladder pocket, so you can put your bladder in here. Little Velcro, it just kind of hangs in there. You can remove it if you want. There's little straps held on by these little, looks like Hypalon tabs, which are really strong and durable. So you can take this off if you really want to, and just leave it on there. That'll shave a little bit of weight for the ultralight gram counters. Speaking of which, when you open this up, you can see the frame sheet. It has this really great, this is DAC green poles. So if you know anything about DAC, you know that these are quality poles, aluminum poles for the frame. Really strong. This Y suspension here is really going to hold up and support all of the weight on your back. So you do have a nice little hanging loop right there for maybe for your keys or whatever. Now these compressions along the side here, or along the front, also travel to the side. So it's like a front side compression system, which I really like. And I'm gonna get just some stuff in there and fill it up, and I'll show you how this thing compresses. All right, so I have it loaded up pretty well now. And the way the side the compression straps work, you basically just cinch these down. On the side here, these guys are much bigger. These do the side compression. So you push those, pull those, get those nice and snug. And you can really cinch this thing down if you really want to, if you really need to. But that's essentially the whole pack. And this isn't 60 liters worth. This is probably 48 to 50, roughly. And then as for the side pockets are big enough for a full-size hydro flask. I wouldn't backpack with a hydro flask. I'm just putting it in there for size reference. But it'll fit, and it's easy to get to. So I'm going to put the pack on, and then we're going to go hiking. All right, so I just put it on. What you do is you get everything all dialed in. You get your load levelers in place. Get your shoulder straps right where they should be. And you want this hip belt riding right on your iliac crest, which is the hip bone. So once that's in place, you grab these little guys, kind of pull them towards you to really cinch it down. And now it's not going to budge. The majority of the weight should be riding on your hips anyway. The shoulder straps and the load levelers, basically just there for, you know, for support. You have your nice little shoulder strap here. There is no whistle. I wish it did have a whistle, but not a big deal, or a deal breaker for that matter. You have your twin side stretchy pockets, or your twin shoulder strap pockets for water bottles. Excellent, that's what I would do. And then there you go. There's your pack. You can get to the water bottle relatively easily. Sometimes you get where you're like, I can't get to my water bottle, but this one is pretty easy. I can get to it very quickly and put it back in with ease. So good job on Sierra Designs on that design, because that is a industry standard struggle for decades. All in all, it's a very comfortable pack. It rides well, and yeah. So once it's in place, it doesn't really budge. But yeah, you can cinch this thing down more if you really need to. I'm gonna go do some hiking, but I just wanted to show it to you as it's on my back and show you how it fits. So aside from that, the way you release the hip belt, you have these two little buckles. Just kind of pull them away, just like that. And then there you go. Your shoulder strap or your sternum strap. Release those bad boys. And then usually I just kind of like swing this around and lay it on my leg, and then grab the strap here, and then you can set it down. When you're ready to put it back on, lift it up, put it on your knee, and kind of just swing it around and get it in place. All right, so I've been using the Sierra Designs Flex Capacitor.
Flex Capacitor.
This baby hits 88 miles an hour. You're gonna see some serious shit. But all joking aside, it's a really good pack. First like big backpack I've tested for Sierra Designs, and I'm impressed. You know, I put about 20 miles on it so far, and it's been super comfortable. I loaded it full of gear, so I packed heavy on purpose because I wanted to see how it carried the weight. And so far so good. I really like it. It's one of the more comfortable packs I've ever used. I do have a very, very slight issue with readjustment. Like I have to readjust it like every other mile or so. Not a big deal. Just something I figured I would mention. Aside from that though, it's a great pack. Well designed, carried all my gear. Carried all my gear comfortably, more importantly. And yeah, just looking forward to this last couple miles before I get to the car. So thanks again for tuning in. If you guys have any questions or comments about the Flex Capacitor, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Make sure you leave those down in my comment section down below, and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Also too, please like, please share, and please subscribe. It really means a lot when people subscribe to my channel and like what I have to say about the gear that I'm testing. On a side note, if you like my review and found it informative, you want to buy one of these packs for yourself or for the outdoors person in your life, I'll leave a link down in the description box down below where you can make your purchase. When you use that link, every little bit helps support my YouTube channel. So I really appreciate all the help, love, and support you guys have shown me over the last few years. Thanks again for tuning in. Please keep checking back for more gear reviews, outdoor-related hodgepodge, tech and camera reviews, gear talk, and giveaways. Take care, guys. Get outdoors. We'll see you in the next video.